Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Today I'm smoking my Yello bowl. I'm not sure what the model of this one is. I can't read it. It's got a big, I believe it's the Imperial, but I'm not sure. I think it is the Imperial. And in it I'm smoking cross-eyed cricket. There's somebody left here from the get together. It was on the table when I went to clean up. So whoever left it, if you want it back, let me know. I'll send it to you. It's really good. First time trying this. So I got a workbench. Finally got a workbench for the barn out here. And it's an old workbench here. It's got front doors on it. I need to take those off, I think. I don't care for the doors on it. But it came out of an old 125-year-old house that was being remodeled, and I got it off Marketplace, and it was exactly what I'm looking for. It was the perfect size. It's 4 foot by 2 foot, 35 inches high. It's just perfect. I mean, it's exactly what I want. So I just had to move the cart that I had leaning, standing up here, over to the front of the barn, or the back of the barn. And I had room there, so that was no big deal. Moved that right over there. And moved this right in to this spot. It's right next to the toolbox. Just perfect fit. I hung a power strip on the side of it today. Brought the radio over and put it on the desk, or on the workbench. Reconfigured the wall here so I gotta redo that a little better, I think. It's kind of messy, so I'll be reworking that as I go. I just wanted to get things moved to where I could get the desk in here, because I had stuff down low, as you remember. So I moved everything up. Got everything on the same level. Got all my tools right there that I use the most. The wrenches, the screwdrivers, pliers, socket. Got my socket drivers up there. Wrenches, hammer, stuff like that. This all goes to the tool that Dave sent me. I got different old blades for mowers. What I got it all straightened out to where I can get the workbench in here real easily, and I'm happy with it. I'm gonna just do a sand on the top of it. Got some old boards up here, some 1x8s, kind of like a 10-footer and a 12-footer up there, and then I got some 1x4s that are about 6-footers. Looks like a 6-foot and an 8-foot up there. So I may take those and put those actually on the top of this, and then put an edge of a 2x4 around it, just to kind of make it a little bit. It's got a pretty good. It's got a 2x4, or not a 2x4, but a pretty thick piece of plywood on the top of it. 1x plywood. But I may take that 1x board and just run that on here, and I gotta get my tape measure and measure it to make, see what the actual width is, and cut some of that up if I can get it down. We had a big old storm yesterday, 70-mile-an-hour winds. It was crazy. And we watched the storm come in over the mountains. And it just hit like that. And when the winds hit, I mean, it was like somebody just flipped a switch, and the winds just hit. And Sadie had video. Sadie was taking video from the back porch. She was out there videotaping because she likes to videotape lightning. She happened to be over here, and the lightning started over the mountains, and she was out back taking pictures and her video, and all of a sudden, just like that, the wind started. I've never seen wind like this before. And when she was taking the video, you could see debris flying out over Salem, city of Salem, down in from our backyard. You can see down over into the city of Salem. But there was stuff flying in the sky, and it looked like a tornado, So I told them to get back in the house. I said, you guys need to get in the house. If there's stuff flying around out there, you need to get in. Power went out a couple times, and then the power at Channing's parents' house was out for 12 hours, something like that. It was out all overnight. So Sadie and Channing were thinking about coming back over here to stay the night, but I think they went to the house they're thinking of buying, at Papa's house. I think they went over there and stayed the night there because they had power there. And this morning, this afternoon, I don't know what time it was probably 11, 12 o'clock this morning. This afternoon, Sadie called and said that Channing's mom and dad had the power back, finally. Well, we lost power for maybe a minute, 2 minutes. The power went out and came back on. So I had the lanterns all lit up and everything. We've never had a power outage that lasted for any length of time here. And this house we live in was the first all-electric house in Salem. And it's the guy who built the house was an electrician, and he worked on the Blue Ridge. Back in the day, I guess the Blue Ridge, you would pull off onto the viewpoints, and there would be little electrical boxes that you could press a button and it would tell you what you were looking at. He put all those in. He was the electrician that wired all those up, put them in, and among other things. But he but this house was the first all-electric house in Salem. And I mean, it does have gas too. I don't know what they meant by all electric, but it has gas for the water heater, but it doesn't have gas heat. It uses radiant heat. It doesn't have radiators. It has pipes that go through underneath there's a basement, and then in the ceiling of the basement there are pipes, and it's got a heating system that pumps hot water through those pipes, and so all the heat comes up from the ground through those pipes, and it just heats the whole house, and it's a wonderful heat. It's not a dry, you don't get that dry heat from, like when you turn your heater on, you don't get that smell That dusty burning smell that you get after you not using your heat for the whole summer or anything. And it just runs hot water through these pipes, and radiant heat comes up. It's amazing. It works so good, and when you wake up in the mornings when it's cold, the floors are warm. It's so nice. You'll get up to cold floors. Even the tile floors are warm. You know, because the heat just comes up, warms the tiles. Just everything's just warm. I really like it. I love it. I don't know if it's water or if it's an oil that goes through those pipes. I don't know what it is, to tell you the truth, but should have someone come out and check it out though. Make sure everything's working right. It was a crazy storm last night. Didn't last real long. A few hours, and then it was over. The winds subsided after maybe a half hour, you know. It was a quick storm that came through with the winds, and then they were over. And then it just rained. I got a beautiful cardinal sitting out there on the table and chairs out there. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video here today. It's been a while. So anyway, I will catch you guys later. Nice to have this workbench here and be able to get some stuff done out here. Gotta get a vise. I have a pipe vise, but I don't know if I want to put it on here or not, because I don't have a lot of real estate on here. So I may get a little stand for the pipe vise, and then just put the regular vise on the corner here when I get a regular vise. Pipe vise is good for keeping things from moving up and down this way when you're working on them. You can't, if you put them in a regular vise, sometimes they'll move this way. Pipe vise, it clamps from the top and the bottom. And it's an old, I'll have to get it out and show it to you guys. It's an old thing. Thinking I might put a shelf on the side here, maybe mount it to that, and I want to get a small bench vise. I don't need a big one, just a small one. Put that on the corner. A swivel vise, so I can move it where I want it. I've got that little pony vise, but I don't think that'll work on this. I think it's too thick to work on this, so I may throw that on one of the shelves over here, and then I can use that. On that. We'll see. But anyway, that's what's going on here. I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. God bless.